Taking photos at church can be harder than people expect. Lighting changes, moments happen fast, and you're trying to not be distracting. After photographing many church services and events at my own church, these are the exact tips that have helped me consistently deliver photos that our church can actually use for their social media, their website, and promotion. Hi, let's talk about how to take photos at your church. This is for if you're a volunteer photographer, if you're serving on the media team, or if you're just someone who is asked to bring a camera on a Sunday, or if you're a hired professional photographer trying to take photos at a church. These are my best practical tips based on real albums that I've shot for my own church. I'm going to walk you through the mindset, the shots you should look for, camera settings, and how to think like a storyteller while photographing church events. Let's get into it. Number 1, start with the objective, which is the most important step. Before taking a single photo, ask yourself, what are these photos used for? Are they for the website? Are they social media? Promotion for next year's event? Are they family photos that will be personally shared? And they can be one of multiple. They can be multiple. Understanding the purpose changes what you actually shoot. For example, Father's Day. If the goal is to capture Father's Day, you want to prioritize dads with kids, men laughing, connecting, drinking coffee, moments that represent fatherhood. So I'm going to tell you to create a short mental list in your head for the event's purpose. The objective guides your decisions when you're shooting. Number 2, work the room. Don't stay still. Church photography, like most photography, requires movement. Move between rooms like the patio, the auditorium, the entrances, different corners of the room. Why? Because movement gives you new angles, new lighting, new storytelling perspectives. If you stay in one spot, you're going to repeat the same shots and even the same people. So start socializing instead of shooting. Ask me how I know. Number 3, capture wide, medium, and close shots. A strong church gallery will always include these 3 types of shots. Wide shots of the entire auditorium, of the entire crowd, maybe everyone standing or participating in worship. For example, again, the Father's Day, if your church asks, okay, all fathers stand up. So that's a great shot to get really wide. Medium shots might include small groups interacting, talking, a pastor giving a prize to the best father of the year, just like moments between a small group of people. Close detail shots might be food or decorations or hands up worshiping or hands praying. These can be event specific. So again, with the Father's Day example, photographing, not when they're eating. I try to let them finish their bite. And then I say, okay, smile with your burritos so that next year you can promote Father's Day. There's burritos. Make sure you come. Number 4, when the stage is active, turn around. When something is important that's happening on the stage, capture it quickly and then turn towards the audience. Getting the audience reaction is gold. Clapping, laughing, worshiping, taking photos of real life emotional responses. These images show engagement, not just performance. Number 5, capture both candids and pose photos. So you need a mix. Candids are like people not directly smiling at you, hugging, conversation, people praying together, laughing. I know it's hard, but you're just going to have to kind of wait in the corner or wait and maybe linger around a little bit, but it's so worth it to get authentic moments of connection. Pose photos, here's where your confidence comes in. You walk up to someone and you say, hey, can I take a picture of you? People smiling at the camera. Families together for, Father's Day. People celebrating or just smiling at the camera for you. Don't rely on only one style. Churches need both posed and candids. Number 6, be flexible. Don't miss good moments. Even if the event has a theme, stay open. Like I mentioned, Father's Day. If you see 2 women hugging and smiling, take the photo. Good moments still matter. The objective guides you, it doesn't limit you. Like I snapped this one on Father's Day. Number 7, camera settings for your church photography. Church environments are constantly changing. There's outdoor areas, indoor areas. I always use a variable ND filter to reduce the harsh sun and be able to quickly change my settings. For indoor, I remove the filter and adapt to the stage lighting. Here are my recommended settings for your camera. Given that you have a camera and not an iPhone, if you're taking pictures of people, you're going to want your aperture to be low, so anywhere between 2 and 4. That's so that the subject is in focus and then the background is out of focus. Nice blurry, bokeh-y background. Your shutter speed, you're going to want to be at least 1/250 or faster, 1/500, just to capture crisp, clean lines instead of blurry motion with people. Even just the littlest motion would be captured if it was anything under that. And your ISO is going to be based on your lighting settings. Again, your goal is sharp people, natural light, minimal motion blur. Number 8, low light worship nights. These are much trickier because the stage is bright and the audience is dim. It's a great worship environment, but it's really hard for photos. So here are my tips. Stand near the stage, turn towards the audience, and photograph the first, couple rows. That is the best lighting. And sometimes you can shoot through the rows to capture depth and people who still have a little bit of light on them. A well-lit foreground helps illuminate deeper subjects. And I go into how to edit dark photos like a worship setting in another video, so be sure to check that one out. Number 9, editing mindset. When editing, you're going to want to, cull through any awkward expressions, closed eyes, mid-speech moments that look strange, and choose images that represent people well. It's pretty straightforward, right, in the edit. And number 10 goes with editing. Understand photo delivery speed. Ask your point person, how quickly are you expecting these photos to be done? For example, I know Easter and Christmas is pretty much real-time posting. If there's multiple services, I shoot early, and then during the next service, I'm editing so that we have real-life photos to be posting. Your shooting strategy changes based on turnaround expectations. So make sure to have a clear conversation with leadership to understand when the photos are expected to be done. Number 11, think from an attendee's perspective. Ask yourself, if I were attending, what would I want to see? For example, for kids events, I usually am shooting lower and I'm photographing from the child's perspective, capturing their experience, not just the activity that's happening. For example, just last night, I was shooting our kids' night out, our midweek kids program, and the kids were running around doing this game. And I got a couple wide, but I was like, the really fun ones are going to be chasing them around and getting their expressions as they're running. So I ran with them and I took photos, and they turned out pretty fun. For adults, you want to show a welcoming environment, families having fun together, community connecting. Photos really communicate what the church feels like. I think church photography as a whole tells the story of the community, its people, its culture, and experience. If these tips helped, I hope they make your next Sunday or event feel more intentional and less overwhelming. I'll see you in the next video. Wait, quick note. This is one video of a greater series that I'm doing on church photography, so be sure to poke around and check out the other videos on this.